The roar of the crowd was a distant hum, a mocking symphony in Alara's ears. Her lungs burned, a familiar, searing pain that usually spurred her on. But today, it was a heavy anchor. Her legs, once powerful and rhythmic, felt like leaden weights. She watched, through a haze of exhaustion and self-reproach, as competitor after competitor surged past her. The finish line, a vibrant banner of hope for some, was a cruel, taunting mirage for Alara. She stumbled across it, not with a triumphant surge, but with a defeated slump, her time a dismal echo of her potential. Another race, another crushing disappointment. She was good, everyone said so, but when it mattered most, something inside her always fractured. The self-doubt, a relentless shadow, always caught up, always won. She'd stand at the starting line, heart pounding with a mix of excitement and terror, only for the terror to consume her mid-race, whispering, "You're not strong enough. You're not fast enough. You don't belong here." And she'd believe it every single time. That night, the silence of her room was louder than any crowd. The medal, tarnished by her perceived failure, lay forgotten on her desk. She stared at her reflection, seeing not a promising athlete, but a girl perpetually on the brink of giving up. Her coach, Miller, a man whose weathered face held both sternness and infinite patience, had seen this cycle before. He didn't offer platitudes. Instead, he simply said, "Alara, talent gets you to the starting line. Consistency gets you to the finish line and beyond. Not just physical consistency, but mental." His words, initially, felt like another burden, but then, a flicker ignited within her. What if he was right? What if she hadn't truly committed? What if she had always been waiting for inspiration, instead of cultivating discipline? She decided to commit, not to winning, not to beating anyone, but to consistency. Her alarm clock became her most trusted, albeit most hated, companion. 5 a.m. every single day. Rain, snow, or the scorching summer sun, Alara was out there. The first few weeks were brutal. Her body ached in places she didn't know existed. Her mind screamed for just 5 more minutes of sleep, for a warm bed instead of the biting morning air. There were mornings she cried silently into her scarf, questioning her sanity. But she ran. She ran when she felt strong. And she ran when every fiber of her being wanted to quit. She focused on the rhythm of her breath, the steady cadence of her footsteps, the small victories of completing another mile, another interval, another hill repeat. She started a training log, not just for distances and times, but for how she felt, for the thoughts that tried to derail her, and how she pushed past them. She learned to embrace the discomfort, to see it not as a barrier, but as a sign of progress. Coach Miller would often join her for parts of her runs, offering quiet encouragement, or sometimes just running in silence, a silent testament to her unwavering effort. He taught her about proper nutrition, about cross-training, about the importance of rest. But most importantly, he taught her that consistency was a muscle, and like any muscle, it needed to be worked day in and day out to grow stronger. Slowly, imperceptibly at first, then undeniably, things began to change. Hair times improve it. Her stamina increased. The self-doubt didn't vanish entirely, but its whispers grew fainter, drowned out by the steady drumbeat of her consistent effort. Then came the unexpected blow. During a routine long run, a sharp, searing pain shot through her knee. She collapsed, clutching her leg, the familiar dread washing over her. A stress fracture. 6 to 8 weeks, minimum, of no running. The diagnosis felt like a death sentence. All that work, all that consistency, seemingly for nothing. The old Alara, the one who crumbled under pressure, resurfaced with a vengeance. Tears streamed down her face, not just from the pain, but from the crushing weight of despair. "It's over," she sobbed to Coach Miller. "All that effort, wasted." He looked at her, his eyes calm and unwavering. "Is it, Alara? Or is this just another test of your consistency? He explained that consistency wasn't just about running. It was about commitment to her overall well-being, to her goal, no matter the obstacle. It was about adapting, about finding new ways to show up for herself. And so, Ilara's journey of consistency took a different turn. While her running shoes gathered dust, she found new ways to train. She spent hours in the pool, the water supporting her injured knee, building her cardiovascular strength. She cycled, pushing her limits on the stationary bike. She dedicated herself to physical therapy, meticulously performing every exercise, no matter how tedious. She delved into sports psychology, learning techniques for visualization and mental toughness. She studied race strategies, analyzed her past performances, and learned about her body's mechanics. She realized that consistency wasn't just about the physical act of running. It was about the unwavering commitment to her goal, about the mental fortitude to adapt and persevere when the path changed. It was about showing up for herself every single day, even when the showing up looked completely different than she had imagined. She learned patience, resilience, and a deeper understanding of her own strength. The injury, initially a devastating setback, became a crucible, forging a new, stronger Ilara. Months later, Ilara stood at the starting line again. The crowd roared, the familiar scent of damp earth and nervous energy filled the air. But this time, something was different. The self-doubt was still a faint murmur, a ghost of her past, but it no longer held power over her. She looked down at her worn running shoes, remembering every early morning, every aching muscle, every tear shed, every swim stroke, every pedal rotation. She remembered the quiet determination that had carried her through the injury, the unwavering belief that consistency, in all its forms, would eventually lead her forward. The gun fired. Ilara surged forward, not with a desperate burst, but with a controlled, powerful stride. The pain in her lungs was still there, the fatigue still crept in, but now, she met it with a quiet resolve. She focused on her breath, on her form, on the steady rhythm of her pace. She passed competitors, not with a frantic sprint, but with a relentless, consistent effort. As she approached the finish line, she felt a surge of energy, not from adrenaline alone, but from a deep, abiding sense of accomplishment. She crossed it, not just with a better time, but with a profound sense of peace and self-acceptance. The true power of consistency, she realized, wasn't just about the miles she ran or the races she won. It was about the unshakable character it built, the mental resilience it forged, and the unwavering belief in her own potential that it cultivated. It wasn't about avoiding failure, but about consistently showing up, learning, adapting, and growing, one deliberate step at a time. It was about becoming the person who could face any challenge, not just on the track, but in life, with quiet strength and unwavering determination.